This week's Safety Toolbox talk is on all these fire extinguishers. Have you ever used a fire extinguisher? Have you ever looked around your job sites to see where your fire extinguishers are located? Have you ever considered how many fire extinguishers you need for your job site? When we teach our OSHA 30 hour, we talk in subpart F about fire extinguishers. If I have a 100,000 square foot building and I'm building this thing quickly, and I need fire extinguishers on each of them floors, how many fire extinguishers do I need? Do you remember that equation? Do you remember how much square footage for each fire extinguisher? The answer to that is for every 3,000 square feet, not to be spaced more than 100 feet apart, I need a fire extinguisher. Primarily in my open corridors where I can see them, and then also at the top and bottom of my stairways that I use to egress every day. That way, in my mind, I know where them fire extinguishers are located. Now, looking at fire extinguishers, there's the bigger ones, the 20-pounders, the smaller ones, and the ponies. Even this big fire extinguisher only lasts you 15 to 20 seconds. If I'm fighting this fire, I have to make sure that I have my back to the door and I can get out. A small ambient fire, right? If I notice a small ambient fire, I'm doing fire watch. I take my fire extinguisher, I pull the pin, I grab it, I aim it at the base of the fire, and I squeeze this handle and sweep from side to side. Stay at least 5 feet away from the fire, and know that when I spray this fire, my entire atmosphere is going to turn black. Your whole atmosphere is going to change. Now, these fire extinguishers you're looking at here have come back in at the end of a season, at the end of 2018. We third-party these out to be recertified annually, re-tagged, re-pinned, re-inspected, and fully charged. This is your responsibility also. Don't just walk past these fire extinguishers and expect them not to be tampered with, because they are. So this week, let's talk about fire extinguishers on our job site, how quickly they're exhausted, even these big ones, within 15 seconds. How to use them. Pull the pin, squeeze the handle, sweep from side to side, and making sure I can get out of that room when that atmosphere turns bad. If the fire's too large, call 911, let's get our tradesmen out of the way. This toolbox this week is coming with a very informative text on the ABCs of this fire extinguisher. D being for metals burning, but A, B, and C being for combustibles, grease, oil, construction materials. Let's have a safe week.